Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Villains can make or break a cartoon, but not every antagonist gets it right. Whether they were poorly written, lacked any real threat, or were just plain annoying, these villains stood out for all the wrong reasons. Today, we're counting down the top 10 worst cartoon villains ever. Number 10. Dr. Draken. First up, we have Dr. Draken from Kim Possible. Kim Possible follows the life of a teenage girl who juggles saving the world and high school drama. While he had some funny moments, Draken often felt more like comic relief than a true threat to Kim. His over-the-top personality and constant failure to execute his plans put him more in the bumbling villain category. Sure, he's entertaining, but is he really dangerous? Not so much. Number 9. Queen Beryl. Sailor Moon is a beloved anime about a group of magical girls who fight evil forces from another realm. Queen Beryl from Sailor Moon should have been an intimidating villain with her dark powers and control over the universe. However, her repetitive schemes and inability to evolve throughout the series made her a frustrating antagonist. Despite commanding an army of powerful men, she always seemed to be outwitted by a group of teenage girls. Number 8. Gargamel. Next up is Gargamel, the evil wizard from the Smurfs. The Smurfs is a classic cartoon about a village of tiny blue creatures living in harmony while trying to evade the evil wizard Gargamel. His obsession with capturing the Smurfs feels a bit shallow, and his schemes are far from complex. Time after time, he gets outsmarted by tiny blue creatures. If a villain can't outwit a Smurf, it's hard to take them seriously. Number 7. Professor Calamitous. Jimmy Neutron. Boy Genius follows the life of a 10-year-old prodigy who creates gadgets and battles a quirky cast of villains. Professor Calamitous from the adventures of Jimmy Neutron suffers from an all-too-familiar villain trope. He can never finish anything. While this is played for laughs, it makes him an incredibly weak antagonist. He's got the brains, but never follows through with his evil plans, making him more of a running joke than a genuine threat. Number 6. Mandark. Dexter's Laboratory is about a child genius who keeps his secret lab hidden from his clueless family. Mandark was meant to be Dexter's arch-nemesis, but he falls short in the villain department. While Mandark is clever, his maniacal laugh and repetitive failures make him more annoying menacing. His obsession with one-upping Dexter quickly becomes predictable, and he rarely poses a serious challenge to our boy genius. Number 5. Vicky. The Fairly OddParents tells the story of Timmy Turner and his fairy godparents who grant him wishes, often leading to trouble. Vicky, the evil babysitter from the Fairly OddParents, is more annoying than actually honest. Her cruelty toward Timmy is just pure meanness without any real motive or depth. While she's designed to be a cartoonish bully, her lack of any real complexity makes her feel flat compared to other villains. Number 4. Mojo Jojo. The Powerpuff Girls revolves around 3 superpowered sisters who protect their city from an array of villains. Mojo Jojo could have been a truly great villain, but his nonsensical plans and constant monologuing make him more laughable and fearsome. His origin story is interesting, but his inability to ever carry out his schemes effectively turns him into more of a joke. Even the Powerpuff Girls sometimes seem more annoyed by him than scared. Number 3. The Red Guy. Cow and Chicken is a bizarre and absurd cartoon about 2 animal siblings navigating a world full of strange and surreal characters. The Red Guy from Cow and Chicken is one of the weirdest cartoon villains out there. He's bizarre, over the top, and his motivations never make much sense. While the show itself is known for its absurdity, the Red Guy feels more like a random character than a true antagonist. His strange behavior and lack of clear goals make him one of the least effective villains in cartoon history. Number 2. Mr. Crocker. Timmy's crazed teacher from the Fairly OddParents is obsessed with proving that fairy godparents exist. Mr. Crocker, Timmy's crazed teacher from the Fairly OddParents, has one goal: expose the existence of fairy godparents. While this could have made for an interesting storyline, his constant failures and eccentric personality turn him into a character who's more annoying than evil. Plus, his obsession with fairies is borderline ridiculous. Number 1. Scrappy-Doo. In the Scooby-Doo franchise, a group of teens and their dog solve spooky mysteries until Scrappy-Doo enters the scene. And taking the top spot is Scrappy-Doo. While not a traditional villain, Scrappy-Doo's appearance in Scooby-Doo is so reviled that he's often considered a villain by fans. His obnoxious personality and the way he overshadowed the rest of the gang turned viewers against him. When Scrappy-Doo was revealed as the main villain in Scooby, the movie, it only solidified his place as one of the worst characters in cartoon history. There you have it, the top 10 worst cartoon villains ever. Did we miss anyone? Or do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments below.